Hi everyone, it's Miss Akvari in the library. I have a book that I wanted to share with you that made me think a little bit of some of the extreme weather and environmental events we've experienced so far in 2020. You might remember there's been a couple incidents of wildfires throughout the world. There were wildfires in Australia at the beginning of the year, and then in August and September on the west coast of the United States. So California, Oregon, and Washington all had to really deal with that. Our hurricane season and tropical storm season has been a little bit more intense than usual. At one point, we had 4 tropical storms all happening kind of at one time. And then you might remember the derecho storm that happened here in Iowa in August. I know we lost power at our house for over a week. I know other communities in Iowa, especially Cedar Rapids, were hit really hard, and so there's still cleanup happening there, especially to homes and schools and businesses. And so the book I want to tell you about also starts off with a really extreme weather event. In this case, it's a hailstorm. The main characters are Alex and Dean. They are brothers. Alex is younger, he's kind of middle school age, Dean is high school age. And they find themselves needing to survive this storm and then also some other events that happen after that. So this book is called Monument 14 by Emmy Laybourne. I wanted to read you just a little bit about this because the storm starts on page 2 of the book, and it gets really severe really quickly. Hail in all different sizes from little to that can't even be hail was pelting the street. Cars swerved all over the road. Mr. Reed, our bus driver, always a lead foot, slammed on the gas instead of the brake, which is what the other cars seemed to be doing. Our bus hurtled through an intersection, over the median, and into the parking lot of our local superstore. It was fairly deserted, because it's maybe 7:15 a.m. at this point. I turned around to look at the back of the bus, and everything went in slow motion and fast motion at the same time. Our bus slid on the ice, swerving into a spin. We went faster and faster. My back was pressed to the window, like in some carnival ride, for at least 3 seconds, and then we hit a lamppost, and there was a sick, metallic shriek. I grabbed onto the back of the seat in front of me, but then I was tumbling through the air. Other kids went flying too. There was no screaming, just impact sounds. I flew sideways but hit somehow the roof of the bus. Then I understood that our bus had turned onto its side. So as the storm goes on, Dean looks outside the window of the bus once he can kind of get back standing up, being upright again, and he sees his brother's bus. It's in the same parking lot of the superstore, only the bus that his brother is on, the driver rams it into the side of the superstore, trying to protect the kids that are in there. So it's a really fascinating book. What ends up happening pretty soon after the part that I read to you is there's just a group of kids that end up on their own inside this superstore, kind of like a Walmart or a Target, and they have to find a way to stay safe. They can't go outside. It's too dangerous out there, and some other things start to happen. And it's a really interesting look into what you do when there's an emergency. So if you like really fast-paced stories, if you like survival stories, Monument 14 might be a great book for you.